Basically, in March, I challenged myself with reading 66 pages every day for the entire month. Yesterday went absolutely perfectly. It's getting towards that this video is gonna put me in a slump. I don't care. I don't care. It was my first ever book launch and it was really fun. I'm gonna go do the live show and I'm gonna read the 20 pages. It's official. On the 14th of March, I officially failed this experiment. I had such good intentions to start Of Curses and Kisses and read the 20 pages after the live show, but the live show ended at 7:30 and I was so exhausted. I tried to read the 20 pages, but I was just so exhausted that I could not concentrate and I knew I had to go to bed. So I failed. Love that for me. So I'm just gonna read the 20 pages that I was meant to read last night and then the 66 today. But I was doing so well and I thought I was gonna do it. But I failed. Ah, no! I'm going to start Of Curses and Kisses, like I said before, and read until page 86. So I'll talk to you after I've read it. I have a little reading buddy as I'm reading Of Curses and Kisses. Say hi, Lance. So I finished the 86 pages. I just hit myself in the face. Love that. And I'm liking it so far. It's really cute and not much to say. I'm 86 pages in. But I still failed. So I'm just going to keep on going. Even though I failed, I'm just going to keep on powering through. But yeah, it sucks that I failed. I'm so sad I failed. Yes, I'll talk to you tomorrow when I read the next 66 pages. I didn't end up updating yesterday because I didn't read. I already failed at this challenge, so I'm not too upset that I failed again and didn't read at all this time. But to be frank, I didn't do much yesterday at all. I ended up going to an appointment yesterday, and while I was out, I was just super anxious and paranoid and overthinking, and it sucked. And then when I got home, I just kind of did nothing. This probably wasn't the best month to do this experiment where I have to keep reading every day because it's just not the right timing because mental health. I also have a job, but they haven't given me a shift because of the whole coronavirus issue with there not being much sales, and therefore they need to do budgeting and they don't have the money to employ someone else and put someone through training and have shifts. So it's been 2 months and I still haven't had a shift. So that's been giving me anxiety, and just everything really has been weighing me down, and I've been really overthinking, and I've been having these thoughts oh, in the future, is this gonna go down in history like the Black Death? Is people gonna be learning about the coronavirus later on? Is the world going to shit? Because here in Australia, it's been issue after issue after issue. If I distract myself and don't think about it with booktube and reading, I'm fine. But as soon as I start thinking about it, I kind of go into this spiral. Yeah, it's been tough. But I am going to try and read the 66 pages. I find now reading physically without an audiobook, it takes me a lot longer. And so starting this without an audiobook, because I have Scribd and Audible, but they don't have Of Curses and Kisses. So starting this without an audiobook, reading the 66 pages is a lot. Normally if I'm reading physically, I'd read 30 pages a day. So this is gonna take me a while. But yes, I am enjoying this, but I just haven't had the motivation to pick it up. But I do want to continue with this. I'm sorry I've been rambling and stuff, but I do want to continue on today back to normal and read every day the 66 pages. So I'm gonna go do that and I'll check in with you guys later. It's the next day. We're now on day 18, and last night I successfully read the 66 pages. To be honest, I'm not really loving it. It is exactly the same as Beauty and the Beast, almost textbook the same, but just more modern and at a boarding school instead. And it's really cheesy, and it just reads like a Beauty and the Beast fan fiction. Like, it's nothing different. It's just the same as Beauty and the Beast, but more cringy. It's really angsty, and it's just like, it's fine. Yeah, I'm not really loving it. I'm gonna continue reading it, obviously, because it's for the live show, but yeah. Obviously, I need to read 66 more pages of this today, and I'll hopefully update you when I've done that. Probably at night, because that's what I always do. So, I'll talk to you guys later. This pandemic is really weighing me down. Every time I read anything about the coronavirus, it makes me anxious. This is not a good month to make this video, like, at all, because you just see me every day. And I just have no motivation to do anything. I wanted to film a video today. I've just had no motivation and no will to do anything. I just want to lay in bed and watch YouTube all day. I love having the fear of the end of the world as my worst fear. Like, it's such a perfect time to have the end of the world as your biggest fear. Like, honestly. It's 2:30 a.m. I'm editing a video. I have some cereal. I have my cat coming over. Life is good. Just ignore my brother playing video games in the background. Last night I didn't finish the 66 pages. I only got up to page 200 when I was meant to get up to 218, but I already failed, so I don't care. But for ages I've been craving sushi, and I finally got some, and I'm so excited. So I'm gonna go eat this, and then I'll read later on today. So I'll talk to you all later. Y'all know what I'm gonna say! I didn't read yesterday. Oops. I don't know if it's the situation going on right now, the book that I'm currently reading, or if it's ¿Por qué no las dos? I don't know. But I went to a doctor's appointment today, not for coronavirus, just my hormones, because I'm fucked. And that was all good. And then I got home, we had some donuts and stuff. So right now I'm editing a video, which I'm really excited to post. Like, I'm so excited about it. But I'm hoping to do more reading of Curses and Kisses. Like, if I wasn't reading this for the Bookaholics live show, I would DNF this. Because I'm just like, when I started reading books, sometimes I would read like a romance / fantasy kind of book, like A Curse So Dark and Lonely or We Hunt the Flame. I'd read them, and overall I wouldn't like the pacing, or something I wouldn't like, but the romance would save it. But with this, because I've read so much romance in books, the romance doesn't even save it, because it's like every other romance I've ever read from. It's just such a basic romance and such a basic plot that I'm just so bored. I've read this before, and it's literally, like I said a few days ago, Beauty and the Beast fanfiction. Like, it's nothing different, it's nothing at all. It has that same kind of Wattpad angsty plot where it's at a school and there's a mean girl, but like there's a guy, but she can't be with him for some reason, and he's broody and dark and she's angsty, and like they have secret motives and things going on that they can't share with one another, like Renegades. And it has the infamous prom scene, and it's just so basic. The only thing that's saving this book, which was the same with Renegades, the only thing that saved it was Max. Max was everything. In this, the only thing that's saving it is Raoul, because I'm pretty sure it's either Asperger's or autism rep, but I love him. He's hilarious and he's amazing and I love it. And that's the only thing that's saving it for me. Other than that, it's just so basic. And it sucks because it was one of my most anticipated reads of this year. But I should have known that it was going to be basic. Like, I should have known. It has a very basic plot. Like, looking at it now, I'm just like, how did I not see this coming? You did this to yourself, Steph. I'm gonna torture myself and continue reading it because I have to, and edit my video, and yeah, so hopefully I'll update, because I always forget to update, but hopefully I'll update you guys later. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. So I started reading Of Curses and Kisses and it was just making me angry. So I wanted to do something else. So I realized that I actually own the movie of Murder on the Orient Express. So I thought it'd be cool to watch it in this vlog where I read Murder on the Orient Express. So I'm kind of excited. I want to see if it's like a bit more thrilling and action-packed because I found it a bit slow and repetitive. So I'm excited to watch it. And then I kind of want to do a video comparing the book of Murder on the Orient Express to the movie, and then a video comparing the original to the remake of the movie. So I don't know, but I am gonna go watch it now. My dinner is cooking, so I'm gonna eat dinner and watch Murder on the Orient Express, and then I'll go back to suffering and reading Of Curses and Kisses. So I'll talk to you all later. Beep 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 beep. So I finished watching Murder on the Orient Express and I did not like that either. Being a film student, whenever I watch movies, I always look at the production and I can't help it. And it was just so bad. The start was nothing like the book. It was just really poorly done. Some of the shots I didn't understand. Some of it looked really amateur. There was times where the actors looked at the camera. They made it overly funny, and then like some of the characters, like the acting was really dull other than Hercule Poirot, who was really overly funny, and some things were changed to make it more dramatic, and I didn't really like it. The last half was okay, it was better, but I still wouldn't recommend it. It was not good. I'd have to watch the original, but then again, I don't know if that would be any better. So I stop reading because I don't like what I'm reading, and then I go and watch a movie, and then I end up not liking the movie. So I don't know what is wrong with me. I don't know why I'm being so critical of everything, but whatever. But I'm now going to continue reading the 66 pages of A Curse So Dark and Annoying. So, check in with you guys later. Something happened in the book, and I was like, that's gonna bite the characters in the ass. And what did I say? It bit her in the ass. And, like, as soon as it came up, I'm like, that is gonna come back. And it did. And I am so annoyed at how predictable this is. Like, it's so predictable. There is no plot twists. Everything is just so obvious. This book is gonna kill me. This book is gonna kill me. It's gonna kill me. The shop was much larger than the exterior suggested. They're in the TARDIS. I'm telling you right now. They're in the TARDIS. The jewelry store seller, his name is Silas, and I can never, ever hear that name, ever, without thinking about Sadie. When Sadie's your favorite book, when you read this name Silas, you instantly have to hate them. Like, instantly. You cannot like any character in any book that's name is Silas. I don't like this book, so I have to associate something to things that I like, aka Sadie and Doctor Who, So I finished the 66 pages and I'm hating it, and I already know where this is going, and if I predict it right, I'm gonna kill myself. But yes, I'm glad that I finally actually had a day where I read the 66 pages, but I'm slowly burning out. So I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Hi, it's the next day. I'm currently reading the next 66 pages, and he, as in Grey, is acting as if Jaya broke up with him, which she didn't. You weren't even dating in the first place. Like, it literally says,
but why would she be sad when she was the one who'd broken up with him?
You weren't dating in the first place, you dickhead. So, Jaya is now in her dress for the homegoing, and I swear to God, if it is yellow, like Belle's dress, I'm gonna chuck the book, okay? But we're gonna find out. Okay, her dress isn't yellow, it's peacock blue, but still hate this book. So while reading this, I went on Goodreads and I found out that Of Curses and Kisses is part of a series that is, like, each book follows different characters. And I found out that there's a sequel for this, which is Of Princes and Promises, which is a Princess and the Frog retelling with Katerina and Raoul. But I am so disgusted and furious about that, because in the book, maybe it's just my interpretation and it's not canon, but the entire thing Raoul is really dorky, and it says that he's like antisocial and doesn't really know social cues, and is kind of ostracized when he was born because he was like not really like mentally there. And so in my head, I instantly took that he has Asperger's / is autistic. And my brothers, they're on the spectrum. So imagining Santia Menon writing those two characters as the Frog Prince, like Princess and the Frog, and having him change into the perfect guy and be a heartthrob. I'm gonna cry. That is so harmful and disgusting. And like, it might not be canon that he is Asperger's / autistic, but just that plot line with that character. Because Raoul's the only character in this that I like, because he's funny and like and stuff like that. And so yeah, she might challenge it and like make him turn back into the person that he is and stuff, but that is so harmful and so gross, and I do not appreciate that. And yeah, I don't like this book. I don't know if I'm going to continue with the series, and I don't like it. So I finished the 66 pages. I'm not liking it. It's literally scene by scene the exact same as the Beauty and the Beast. They had a snowball scene. There was a scene at the bookshop where Grey got her a book, like they're slowly falling in love, and then something bad happens while at the bowl, and it's just, I've never read a Beauty and the Beast retelling that is so textbook like Beauty and the Beast. And it's so cliche, and it's something I've like read before, and I'm not enjoying it. Plus the fact of that thing that I found out about the sequel. I'm not having a good time. I don't like this book. There's so much I don't like about it. It's just, I don't think I've ever disliked a book this much. This is the biggest disappointment. The fact that this was one of my most anticipated books. Oh my god. I only have like 30 pages, 40 pages left. I'll just finish it tomorrow, and then once this is done, finally we can move on to something else, because I don't like being this cynical about books. So I'll talk to you all tomorrow. It's the next day, it's day 22, and it's nearly 5 minutes to 7 right now. I did the dishes, I did some editing, and I just want to take a break from editing right now, so I thought it was about time we finally finished this beast, pun intended. I'm so excited to be over and done with this. You have no idea. Oh my god. So I'm just gonna go do that. So it's now done. The ending was super rushed, super predictable. I predicted literally everything in this, and the ending was really cringy. And oh, I never thought that I would hate the angst of a book more than Renegades, and then this came along. Oh my god, my brain hurts. But I'm so happy I can now finally stop reading that. Oh my god. 1 star. First 1 star of the year, and it's only March. So now I am going to continue editing and then start Catching Fire, which I know I'm gonna love so much better, because literally I've watched all of the Hunger Games movies, and Catching Fire is my favorite out of them all, because it has Finnick, and it's just, I love it. So I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna read this. I read the last 30 pages, so I'm gonna read up to page 36 of this, and I have the audiobook, so I'm gonna read it faster. I'm just so happy of Curses and Kisses is done. So yes, I'm gonna go read, I'm gonna go edit, and I'll talk to you all later. It's the next day, it's now the 23rd, and I successfully finished the 66 pages yesterday, and I read the 36 pages of Catching Fire, and I uploaded my new video, which I'm so excited about. Hello! 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 But I'm thinking today I want to pull a Heartstopper Volume 3 and say fuck it to the 66 pages and read all of Saga Volume 7, because I've been wanting to read it for ages, and my dad is now on Volume 8, and now he is screaming at me to read Saga, so I just need to read this. So I'm probably just gonna do that for today. I also need to clean my room, because we're going to be setting up my new bookshelf soon, which is super exciting. So yes, those are my plans for today. So I'll talk to you all later when I have something to update. I'm kind of scared to read Saga because apparently my dad walked over to me and he's just like, oof. And now I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen and I'm really scared. Anyway, I'll talk to you all later. So I just finished Saga Volume 7 and my dad was right. That was an oof. That was a massive oof. So I am gonna read Volume 8 next month for the Owls Readathon, but that's besides the point. So yes, I have finished the 66 plus pages, so that's pretty good. I feel like with the days that I haven't read the 66, technically I caught up with Heartstopper and Saga Volume 7, but whatever. I still failed. And I'm not even doing this properly because I'm like reading more than the 66 pages, but whatever. So that's today done. So I'm gonna check in with you guys tomorrow when I continue Catching Fire. So I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Day 24. Also should point out that we are exactly a week away from finally completing this video. I am so excited. Gonna read 66 pages of Catching Fire. What's new? Talk to you all later. I just finished the 66 pages and it leaves off right at a chapter break, which I love. So that's done for today. It's day 25 now. As you can see, I don't look crusty for once because I pre-filmed 2 videos. So I am going to continue reading Catching Fire, the next 66 pages. So yes. So I finished the 66 pages. Well, technically I read 68 because there was 2 extra pages in the chapter. So I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to read it. Who cares? But I'm really enjoying it so far. I completely forgot how intense the start of Catching Fire is after the whole like berries thing in the first book. So I'm really enjoying it and I'm really excited to watch the movie after I finish this because I watched The Hunger Games after I read the first book. So I'm gonna watch Catching Fire after I read this and then watch Mockingjay after I read Mockingjay. So I'm really liking it so far. This is still like my favorite out of them all. Like I remember it being my favorite and now I understand why because it's just so good. I'm gonna go to bed. It's like 6:30 a.m. because I was like editing my video and I have gotten into a game that I used to be obsessed with as a kid, which is Animal Jam. And I've been like playing that non-stop. It's actually an addiction. Like I started playing it as like a meme joke, like, oh, it's day 3 of self-quarantine and I'm playing my childhood favorite game. But now I'm like playing it non-stop and it's so bad. But anyway, I'm gonna go to bed, so I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Bye. It's day 26. I have Atlantis on me. But I just finished the 66 pages and I'm insulted because it stops right when we meet Finnick and so I have to like stop halfway through the meeting and I'm insulted because I love Finnick and Finnick is like my favorite character. So yeah, I'm mad. I completely forgot so much about Catching Fire that I completely forgot how the games were set out and why Katniss had to go in there again. And then as soon as I like read that it's like the previous victors are being pulled to go into the games, that's when I remembered. So I'm loving it. This is definitely my favorite. Like even though I haven't read Mockingjay yet, I'm just like, it's my fave. We meet Finnick. So yes, that's all for today. I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. Goodbye! Hi, it's 4 a.m. on day 28, technically 29. It's also my best friend Olivia's birthday, so shout out to you. Happy birthday, ho. But I have a Milo. My cats are being rowdy and meowing and running around like crazy. And I'm currently editing a video. And yesterday I did not read, and I do not know if I'm going to get around to reading Catching Fire tonight. It's not that I don't like the book, it's that I can't be bothered, and I've kind of given up on this video. So I technically have 3 days left. So I'm thinking of staying up all night editing this video and then tomorrow reading this and then Monday reading this and then finish off reading this. That's my plan. As I said before, I'm kind of giving up on this video. I already failed. So now I'm in the state of if I don't finish reading the 66 pages today, it doesn't matter because I've already failed. I can't double fail if I already failed, you know? So I just can't be bothered.
Allianz Insurance, that's right. How can I help?
I don't know if I'm gonna update Bye. It's the next day. It's the 29th, technically the 30th because it's 4:43 a.m. And I didn't end up finishing exporting the video last night, and I didn't end up reading it last night, but I just finished editing it now, so I'm going to read the 66 pages while it's exporting. So yeah, let's get it. Okay, so the video is exported. I still need to make the thumbnail, which it doesn't take too long now with my new style because it's just like me drawing it on my phone. But I am gonna talk about spoilers for Catching Fire. I take it that like most people have watched the movies and have read the books, so they know what's happening, but just in case, I'm going to talk spoilers, so just wait for me to put the book down. In my head, I thought he died in Mockingjay because most people die in Mockingjay. That's just how my brain works. But then as I'm reading it, I remembered that it was when Katniss was like in her like little tube to go up into the games, that once the doors closed, that's when the peacekeepers come in and kill Cinna. So I completely forgot about that, and I feel disconnected to this. Like, it's action-packed and I like it, but I feel like if I was reading this on my own, I would have cried at that. I think, kind of nearly gonna cry, but I just feel like because I keep stopping like at 66 pages, if I had have binged this, I probably would have cried. So yeah, I read the 66 pages. We have 2 days left, and I have 2 days left of this to go because I've divided it, so it works really well. I'm really tired though, so I'm gonna make the thumbnail and then I'm gonna go to bed, so I'll talk to you all tomorrow. I swear, every day I update in this spot and it looks like that I've just changed my shirt on the same day, but I'm telling you right now, it's different days, I promise to you. So, it's the 31st of March. Well, okay, it's like 1 a.m. What? It's 4 a.m.? Right, it is. Oh, shit, okay. It's 4 a.m. Technically on the 1st of April, but technically, like, in my head, it's still the same day until I go to bed, okay? And I didn't update yesterday. Do you want to know why? Take a guess. It's because I didn't fucking read. I swear, I've failed this video like 10 times. So, you know what? It's the last day and I have like 2 more 66 pages worth left. So I'm just gonna binge it on the last day. Finish it before the month ends. I swear to God, I'm now in a slump. I don't know whether it's because of Curses and Kisses or because of this experiment, but I literally have no intention to read and I just want to play Animal Jam, and it's getting really bad. I'm gonna go off reading and then I'll check back in with you guys later. Bye. This is so fucking stupid. Hello. In the time that I was gone, I put on a jacket because I was cold and I acquired a new hat, and I want to know in the comments what you guys think of it. I'm gonna wear this. I'm going insane. We'll add this to the thumbnail. So, we're just gonna leave this hat on for the duration of this clip. Just ignore it. It's fashionable, Gucci. She's amazing. But anyway, I finished Catching Fire, and now I remember why it was my favorite, because I freaking love it. And the plot twist is killing me, so I'm more than likely gonna start reading Mockingjay, like, today. Like, when I wake up in the morning, because... Sorry. It's done. I read more than 66 pages. Do I care? No. I've completely failed this video. I'm now in a slump. This video was a terrible idea. Literally, if Books and Layla tells you that a certain video is a bad idea, you gotta listen to her. If Books and Layla says something is dumb and you don't do it, you don't do it, okay? You trust her, okay? I thought, Books and Layla said this, so I'm gonna give it a go, but it's impossible. It's literally freaking impossible. So I'm gonna go to bed. I am so done with this video, and so check in with future Steph for the sum up of this video, which is basically, this is a terrible idea and you should never do it. Okay, bye. Now for my overall thoughts on doing it. In my reading journal, I put down all of the pages that I read in March, and this is what it looks like. For most of it, I read 66, but there were days where I read like more than 66 or barely anything at all. So my reading is still all over the place. I feel like setting a specific number, 66 pages, is just too specific. I feel like setting a goal for like 50 pages and then if you want to read more you can. I feel like that would be doable. But then again, it's hard because some days you want to read more, but then other days you don't want to read at all. So, I don't know. But all I know is that ever since then, I have been in a huge reading slump. So, I don't know if that has to contribute. I think it's good to create good habits of reading every day. And if you set a goal for 50 or so pages every day and you succeed with it, good on you. But for me, it doesn't work. I just found reading to be such a chore, and then other days I wanted to read more, and it's just, I don't know. Maybe I should do a video experimenting reading every day before bed and just like doing any reading. Maybe that could be better. If you guys want to see that video, let me know down below. But specific number of pages, it doesn't work for me personally. So that's the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, please give a big thumbs up. Subscribe for more videos every week. I upload every Wednesday and Saturday. All my social media links are down in the description box below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.